This video is brought to you by Lovetia's Ethereal Hair Growth Oil. What up, motherfucker? God, my bottom is so heavy. What up, motherfuckers? I'm trying to come up with a new intro for my show. I'm trying to come up with catchphrases and trying to come up with a lot of stuff, and I just can't figure it out yet. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. Thank you for loving me the way that I am today, right now. Y'all, today I want to teach you guys how to gain followers. Your girl gained 10,000 followers in 3 years. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud that it took me 3 years, but I wasn't diligent. And if you're diligent, you can get 10,000 followers in less than, I don't know what the statistic is. I'm tired. Alright, y'all. So today I'm not really going to do like tips and all that stuff. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a platform. You know what? I think I will do tips today. Tip number 1 on how to gain yourself 10,000 followers like your girl, TT. You want to make sure that you make your content poppin'. Nah, seriously. You want to make sure that your page is something that people want to follow. So you're not going to gain these 10,000 followers by having 0 posts. Okay? I'd recommend, if you're just starting off on Instagram, get at least 3 pictures up there. But I would honestly get as much content out there as possible. There's this crazy like Instagram algorithm thing. I haven't really figured it out yet. It's like me and a lot of other people up right now with our likes, but we'll get to that another time after I learn a little bit more about it. But what I do know, standard rule of thumb, you want to have content on your page. So if you're a photographer, put your photography up there. If you're a model, put your modeling pics up there. But make sure that you get your page ready to be graced by these 10,000 followers. Okay? Tip number 2, you want to add all the people. I just burped. I'm sorry. I was trying to play it like I didn't. It was like a little mini like air thing, so I didn't want to consider it to be like an actual belch, but excuse me. Tip number 2, you want to add everybody you can that you already know. Because why start from the bottom when you can go when you can go here? No, seriously, guys. Again, I'm getting what? You want to add your Auntie Rachel from Facebook because she's most likely going to give you the most likes on your page, because you know like aunts on Facebook are so damn supportive all the time on social media, which I personally appreciate. You want to add your cousin Bebe because she probably got all your other cousins on her page, so you can add them through her. But you can go to, I believe it's Connect Contacts, or like it's like Find Friends, Connect Contact, and then you accept Instagram being able to see your contacts, and then you just literally add everybody that's in your contacts. Now, what I would recommend is that if this is not a professional page, I wouldn't do the add all, because you might have like your boss in your contacts, and that can really like jack you up. But if you have a professional page, you don't care who's on it, then yeah, go for it. Press add all. Tip number 3. You want to go to, whether it be your favorite entrepreneur. Tip number 3, you want to go to whatever. Tip number 3, whatever the topic is of your page. So for instance, if my theme is, we'll stick with photography, then I want to go to other photographers page and add people with like-minded. Tip number 3, you want to go to a page that has something to do with what's being posted on your page. So say that you are a book club. You want to go to find people who love to read books, because those are going to be the people who engage with your page the most. So you might go to Barnes & Noble's Instagram and then literally add people who are on Barnes & Noble's Instagram. You may want to go on Kindle and add people who are literally reading these Kindle books. Basically anybody who's in any kind of realm. You may even want to add authors, because they may be able to sponsor or repost something of yours because it's in the same kind of realm as them. I'm not sure what that word is, category I guess. But you want to make sure that you start off with like-minded people after you add your family and people who you know will support you, or at least hope will support you, because these people are probably going to be the next people to engage with you. Tip number 4. When you're adding these people to your page, I suggest that instead of adding them from the person's followers or whoever's page you're on at the time, that you add them from their likes, because their likes show that these are people who are constantly engaging with the people that you're adding from. So people can follow you. I have 10,000 followers, but I'm only getting 100 to 500 likes a picture, which is really sad, and I gotta fix that. But with that being said, I did it wrong in the beginning, so which is why I'm making this video to help you guys out with your tips, because had I really thought about it, I would have been adding people who I knew were interested in what I was interested in, and then that's how I'm going to get the engagement that I need, and then that's when people are going to see my posts more. So I'm currently revamping my Instagram. I'm starting over in a way. I'm unfollowing some people, making some room for some new folks, but these are the people who are getting, like, starting over, starting fresh, new Instagram page or whatever. But you can do this even if you have an Instagram and it's early stages, or if you just have 1,000 followers, whatever. If you got 10,000 followers, you want to up it, take these tips. I don't care. Tip number 3. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. Yeah. You want to make sure that you download an Unfollow app. Now here's where it gets tricky, y'all. I am working with 2 Unfollow apps right now, but they keep crashing, so I don't want to recommend them. But what I would recommend is that you go on your app store, you try to find an Unfollow app. I would look up Unfollow app for Instagram, because they have some for Twitter and other crap. They have some that just show you your analytics. If that's what you want, go for it, but I like the ones that delete people in bulk. There are some that will literally show you people who are not following you. They're free, you shouldn't have to pay for it. And there are others that will literally have you manually unfollow people. So it really depends on what you're looking for. I need both, because I need to be able to unfollow people who are not following me, and also unfollow people who I know I have not seen like my posts in like 3 decades, and I haven't even been around for that long. So that's how you know it's like really like support me. The fuck. Tip number 6 is kind of a question mark, and it's use hashtags. People always say that. Like, I remember somebody had told me that you gotta use hashtags, you gotta use hashtags. I use all these hashtags, I do marketing, but they only had like 1,000 followers. So no shade, like, it's hard for me to really follow people who say hashtags are like great, because even when I look at celebrities pages, I never see them using hashtags. So I feel like, I know, like, when I've looked up, like, for instance, for my hair company, I don't mind using hashtags, because I know that's going to bring people who are looking for natural hair stuff, natural hair products, vegan products, cruelty-free products. Like, that's great. But when it comes to my personal page, like, I'll hashtag things and then still get the same amount of likes. So I don't know. I've also tried to hashtag things that are currently trending, that are like, oh, Chris Brown, because he's like always trending, or Rihanna, or whatever. Not to put those 2 in the same bunch. I'm sorry. I really did not mean to be petty like that. But I really didn't. But whatever. Anyways, I think we're over that, right? No, we're not over that. We're never over domestic violence. Like, that's not okay. We have to leave the violence. Anyways, y'all, you want to use hashtags, I guess, that are popular. Like I said, I'm still playing around with this one, but I feel like it wouldn't be a real, like, how to gain followers video if I didn't include this. So whatever. Tip number 7, engage like a mofo. I feel like I get a lot of my, like, extra followers from when I comment on stuff, maybe even when I like stuff, but I really was never one to want to engage on Instagram. So I've tried to start engaging more, even if I'm just commenting a little LOL on a post or whatever. I comment on the Shade Room way too much. Like, I'm not proud of that, but I know I get a lot of likes from there. I usually get ads after I comment there. So I don't know, it's really whatever works best for you, but I know that I have wanted to add people based on comments I saw. Like, I'll see a girl, she might post some woke shit, and I'm like, oh, woke girl? Be my friend on IG. Be my Insta friend. So, with that being said, those are my 7 tips on how to gain followers. If I come up with any more, I'll definitely make a part 2, but this is definitely to get you started. I hope this helped. In my mind, after this video is going to be so much more organized, and then I was like, let me be funky with it, and like I didn't write anything down. I'm like, I'm just going to go with the flow, and then I didn't end up doing that. So, or I did, but it just wasn't as organized as I wanted to be, and you know, as a Virgo, it's driving me crazy. So, whatever, I'm going to love myself through it. I love y'all. Still don't have a catchphrase, so I'm going to dance it out. I'ma dance it out. I'ma dance it out. I'ma dance it out. I'ma dance it out. Dance it out. What? I'ma dance it out. What? I'ma dance it out. What? I'ma dance it out. What? It's your girl again, Atiti. I realized that I forgot to add one more very important tip, and that's tip number 8, which is you want to do 2 things. First, you want to make your profile be a private page, especially in the very beginning when you don't have a lot of followers. I recognize that when my page is private, I gained more followers because 9 times out of 10, if somebody with a private page follows you, you're probably going to follow it back just so you can see who it is. And then 9 times out of those 10s, you're going to end up forgetting to unfollow that person or even check that person's profile. So you want to make your page be private in the beginning stages. But then once you gain a following, you want to make your page public and create a business account. Normally you'll need a Facebook like page to link it together to your business account, but that will help you see analytics, that will help you see if you have more guys looking at your post, more females looking at your post, but it's just super helpful information. So start out private, then go public and make your page a business page. Okay.